Does JK look like your old teammate?
Yeah, he definitely does. I love JK. Still one of my best friends. Still talk to him to this day. He's just a great guy, great player, and I'm happy to see him getting back to himself. But as far as me, I won't shut that down. He's the leading rusher right now, so just being able to go out there and shut him down, give me bragging rights, and just help the team win.
What makes him such a challenge?
He got everything. He got vision, he got the speed, he got the burst. He's just all around good back. He can do every single thing on the field. And I think people might have underestimated him this year, knowing that he had the injuries and stuff, but he looked like his little self to me.
I know they like to run the football, but what is it about Justin Herbert that makes him a challenge? And what have you seen as he's kind of matured in this league?
Yeah, he can make every single throw on the field. He'll take chances and get the ball into places that most quarterbacks can't. His arm strength, him being able to look guys off and still be able to deliver the ball on time and in crazy places. He's one of the top 5 quarterbacks to me in this league when it comes to arm talent and being able to place the ball where he wants to. And with the offense, they don't try to overcomplicate it. It's basically sending the wide receivers where they need to be over the ball and try to get them the ball.
How much have the run games that you guys have faced the last 2 weeks kind of prepared you for this test?
I think they're all different. I think everybody has their own mix of things they like to do. And Giro, I think, has like one of the most complicated run games when it comes to stuff like that. So, it definitely prepared us. But this week, like I said, it's a day-by-day thing. We got to get better this week. We got to be able to handle the stuff that we got this week.
I know you weren't here, but he rushed for 90 yards on the Steelers last time they played. How much do you have to account for Herbert's feet?
Yeah, I heard about that and stuff. Anytime we got a quarterback that can run, we got to have focus on that. And, whoever job that is at the time, that's why I said everybody has to do their own job and be great at doing their own job. Because if we let him do stuff like that, then they'll be able to get to the red zone. And, the run game is hard to stop in the red zone. So we just got to be all on our best jobs, do what we got to do, handle Herbert, handle JK, handle Gus, handle all those guys that they got being able to run the ball. Like I said, Giro has a complicated run game, so we got to be on our best game.
What are you looking forward to most about your first game at Acrisure as a Steeler regular season?
Yeah, I'm ready to hear Renegade in the fourth quarter. That's what I've been waiting on. But I just can't wait to get in front of the fans and just play our hearts out, play as hard as we can, give the fans the best game they can, and get a win in there.
When you were on the opposite side, what did you think when they played Renegade? Did it bother you, or did you even notice it was playing? Or
the first 2 times I didn't notice, and then Harv said something about it in the meeting, and I just remember he was like, "We're gonna be in a close game, this and that. We can get the towels, we're gonna wave, we're gonna feel it, we're gonna make it our own song and stuff." So you definitely didn't notice it the first few years until he said something about it. But just once you realize what they're doing, and it's just an electric feeling, it's an electric place.
Feels like everybody has a Harbaugh story. Were you recruited by him, or did you get to know him at all when you were in high school trying to pick a college?
I did not. Never got recruited by Harbs. I honestly don't even know nothing much about him.
What have you learned about this team since joining the team and now after 2 years?
Everything I expected. A hard-nosed football team, great preparation, great in-game discipline. Everybody loves to do their job and do it at a high level. I think all the guys around this locker room gel well, mesh well. You got different guys in here that like different things and could do different things well, and everybody's just taking accountability. Owning up to mistakes, owning up to things that we got to do better. I think that's the biggest thing for us right now.
But where do you think you guys can improve?
Everywhere. I think run game is a few little slips. I think pass game, me personally, just not trying to take people's head off every single play, trying to calm that down, get back to my old ways and stuff. I think everything can improve. Pass game, eyes, run game, hands, feet. Every single player on this team can get better at.
You feel like you're pressing a little bit, like personally, or what did you mean by that?
Not pressing at all. It's just, you get in a new environment and stuff. You try to just set the tone and stuff. But I think as far as those 2 tackles, that I'm always talking about, just got to settle down, just get back to my old ways.
We've heard a lot about how Justin has this quiet confidence and is pretty even. How have you kind of seen that? What are some moments where you realize, like, wow, this guy really is even keeled?
Yeah, I already knew it just from watching him from afar. I always supported Justin, always wanted him to be that guy. And eventually, Chicago moved on and we got him. So just being up here close and personal, like I said, I could be more proud of him. I've seen him handle it extremely well. I think the things that he's doing, taking care of the ball, not trying to force anything, just being himself. If he can't see it, taking off. I think everything he's doing is extremely well right now.
Van said he was pretty apologetic for the penalties and you get your touchdown. What's that say about a guy like that?
To be honest, it wasn't, really his fault. The guy kind of ran into him, but all you can do is play next play.
What sort of sense you getting about them defensively, the Chargers?
They just kind of do the same thing that the Steelers defense do. To be honest, they just run the same 3-4 base. So yeah.
Have you seen maybe Justin's ball placement change or improve over the last 2 weeks? Felt like he was really precise in his throws on Sunday.
Just getting out the pocket is the biggest thing, when you got a lot of pressure. Him throwing on the run was kind of his repertoire from Justin Fields for years. So it's not like anything, that like super wowed me, but it was very much special to see.
That one that got negated by the hold downfield, were you surprised that ball got to, or you kind of come to expect that from him?
No. I'm never surprised that the ball is coming my way. I'm just here to make a play.
What can you say about that throw, though, once you guys watched
Like I said, it was special. She asked me the same thing. I said it was special to see.
How have you seen Justin maybe get more comfortable from week 1 to week 2? In what ways did he kind of improve?
It was kind of a different scheme this second week about him playing a lot of man. But as far as his progression, it was pretty good. You know what I mean? He did the same thing the first week too. So I feel like we're just rolling right now.
You seen the type of coverage you thought you would coming into the year? You getting a lot of double teams and you're getting used to that.
Oh yeah, just making plays. We still got to beat double teams. So yeah.
You guys said you feel like you're rolling. What is it like about what you guys are doing right now?
Just the plays, getting vertical downfield, making plays, winning games. That's pretty much it.
What has to happen for you guys to finish some of those drives in the end zone more often?
Like he said, negated by penalty. That can't happen. Just being clean.
When you met Justin playing 7-on-7, did you notice him having an aura or anything, or this quiet confidence? When Dan Moore was talking about meeting him, he said he noticed an aura, but even back then, could you get that sense from him?
Yeah, that's kind of how he always kind of been. If you get to know him, actually, that's kind of how he always been.
Georgia, I was just talking to Troy and Dan. They were talking a little bit about, they said Arthur Smith said the dam's about to break with this offense. Do you feel like you agree with that too?
Kind of like he said, negated by penalty. So I feel like the dam is already, kind of breaking. That, penalties just can't happen. We got to play a clean game, but then again, also let the guys play on the field.
A lot of people talk about the second receiver with Donte gone. How do you think that's progressed, and do you think as everything evolves, they'll start?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
There's been a lot of talk about the second receiver now that Deontay's gone. How do you think that's progressed for the guys you've had out there so far, and do you see improvements there?
I don't know who's talking about the second receiver. I haven't heard anybody talk about it. The guys that's on the field, they just keep working every time. Like I said, Van, Scotty, just keep working.
How much will it help the offense if and when Roman Wilson is able to get out on the field and contribute to this receiving core?
It'll be good. Everybody adds a different value to the team. So it'll be good. Just waiting on them, get healthy.
How much better can this offense be?
Like I said, we're doing pretty good right now by winning.
How does Herbert look at a Roman offense?
It looks like Herbert, man. It looks like a $50 million quarterback. You know what I'm saying? When you're running for 200 yards a game, you can't really show off that pretty arm all that much because they're not stopping the run. But yeah, man, ton of respect for that guy. He's a great player. Can make every throw. He's a very confident player, and he's a great athlete too. That's not really talked about a lot. The fact that he can tuck and run when he needs to, and can protect the team in that way too, because he can go out and make big plays that way too. But yeah, the more I study him, just the more I see just a confident quarterback back there, man, who can put the team on his back at any given moment.
Similar respect for JK, especially the way he's
100%. I was always a big fan of him, even when he was at Ohio State. Everybody I'm sure every football player kind of followed his story and just understood how much he's dealt with in terms of injuries, 2 back-to-back years. So as a football player, it's just good to see a guy like that just come back from all that. I had my fair share of injuries that I had to come back from, 2 season-ending injuries in a row too for myself. So just seeing him get out there and do what he's doing early in the season, man, is just a testament to how hard he's worked. yeah, as a football player, just hats off to that guy, man. He's been looking really well, and a ton of respect for him.
Aside from the trick play Denver pulled off, you really haven't allowed many big plays this year. Has that been something you guys have really harped on?
Yeah, I mean that's just if you want to be a good defense in this league, man, you have to put a nail down on the explosives. Yeah, one got away from us. Just something that they pulled out at the right time, at the right moment, and made a play. But yeah, we kind of held ourselves to a standard that you don't give up explosive passes, explosive plays. You have a really good chance of winning the game and being a great defense in this league. So that's just something that we hold ourselves on. We've been kind of having that standard since OTA, since the day I walked in. When we weren't even practicing yet. So just to see it all coming together, it's amazing. But we got a lot more work to do.
What makes Joey the right guy to follow in?
I mean, he's a great football player, man. He's just that type of tenacity, man. You don't want Joey out there thinking about too much. Just go get a guy and take him out the game plan. And he's a freak, man. He can go out there and do anything. So it's awesome just to go out there and see him do this play in and play out and not complain about anything. I think he's a starting corner on the punt return team too. You don't really hear him complaining a lot. You just hear him going out there and just scrapping up and just going to do what he do, man. So it's a blessing just to share a field with a guy like that, especially him being so young. You can just tell that it's in him for real. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to see for real.
Donte, with a team that likes to emphasize the run so much, what's the challenge as a defensive back for you guys to just make sure?
Like Coach T like to say, we're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out. We have to play big on the outside, just like every week in this league. Corners is the new thing to make corners tackle and make corners be a part of the run game. And here in Pittsburgh, we take on that challenge. We run to it. We don't run from it. I've never been a guy to run from a run fight. So. Yeah, just go out there, do my job, and my play's time to make my play. I'm gonna shoot the gun and go make it. So that's just something that's always been in my game and something that's always been in Joey's game. And yeah, we're called on to take away guys in the passing game, but this league you have to do your part in the run too. This defense you have to do your part in the run because what's good at having so much body and beef in the inside that's stopping the run inside if you're not good on the perimeter. And we know that coming into games, and we know what guys are gonna try to do. They're not trying to run at Cam Hayward and Larry O all day. So what they're gonna do, try to test us. So just representing the standard, man. Coming in, doing what we got to do to kill a run game because it takes all 11.
How have you played against him before?
I've never played against him.
What's he look like on film to you?
I mean, he's a solid rusher. Obviously, he's farther into his career, but I mean, he's still got juice, still got really good power and strength. So definitely something I'm going to have to deal with on Sunday.
Do you look at film from a guy, Bud Green, who was here a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I've actually had the pleasure of playing Bud my rookie year when he was in Tennessee. But I mean, Bud's a dog too. I mean, they got guys all across that front, at least on the edge. 97, Bud. They got a young guy, number 45. I think he's out of USC. So they got a really talented edge group, and that's going to be the key for us up front on Sunday.
Dan, did you, in the last couple of years, did you ever have any doubt you'd be able to hold your spot?
No. I mean, that's so cliche. I mean, I really don't know how to answer that question. I mean, you try not to have doubt. You just control what you can control. Obviously there's things that you can't control in certain situations, so you focus on what you can, get better every single day, and hope the cards play out in your favor.
College?
Yeah, I did a little bit. Yeah, I did a little bit my earlier years in college.
Something to learn how to get away from that, how to do it? I mean, you just want to. I mean, how?
It's all just want to at the end of the day. Just want to make that splash play for your teammates. Just trying to give Calvin the ball in open space. What he could do when he has the opportunity. So I just try to help as much as possible.
I guess your goal is not to play that position.
I mean, some players, I ain't trying to get in trouble. So I don't know.
We were talking what you do. How important is it for you guys to be on the same page, and how much of a challenge is that for Donte to be able to kind of go to the other side?
I mean, it's really not much of a challenge. I feel like we both know we're pretty great corners, and we could cover whoever's on the field. So we just always have that talk with each other, that communication and understanding. And if I ever have an issue or something, I just go to him, and he most likely knows the answer to it.
How have you seen Herbert fit in this Greg Roman offense and kind of just the way they're obviously emphasizing the run?
I mean, I feel like he's a great fit. He understands the defense pretty well. So I mean, he understands the offense pretty well, and he's a great quarterback with the ball in his hand. So we just got to get after him and play some great defense.
How different is this rushing attack compared to the first two that you've seen over these first couple of weeks?
You talking about their rushing attack?
Yeah, their rushing
attack. With Bosa and Matt?
No, their ground game.
Oh, their ground game? I feel like they're pretty good. They're two familiar backs that we've seen in the past from them being with Baltimore. So we just got to get after them. We know their tendencies. We know their weaknesses. So, I mean, it's football at the end of the day. We just got to get after them.
Does it remind you more of a Ravens team or a Michigan team that you went up against?
Michigan, really. It feels like Michigan when I was watching the tape. And I'm kind of get excited because of that, because of the old rivalry I had at Penn State. So I'm just ready for all of it, really. So, yeah.